Hey guys, and welcome back to another part of Eastern Sun. After many buts, whats, and ifs, I managed to actually find the path moving forward. Evidently, you need to take this path to go to either one of northern entrance, you can see there, or the one to in the bottom left. These two entrances reflect the quests of the Herodric Staff quest and the Viper Amulet, as these normal things have been replaced with other dungeons and other things, which are incentive of, for example, Lost Farm, and Lost Farm is the incentive of something to farm beyond Hell. It's all like a cow level, but buffed out and up in difficulty, and some sort of other funny things implemented there. But it's just a farming session place that is sort of to give alternatives to the standard things you would run into when having done Hell, like doing ball runs and stuff like that. So I like that. I like that incentive. I like that concept. That that initiative, simply put. I think that's very good in a game to have these ideas and implement them in such a way that it, it literally acknowledges that people say that, well, this is so boring, and it says, all right, well, we can change it up a bit, you know, and that's good incentive. That's variation is the spice of life, as they say, which I sort of agree with. Excuse me, I just had breakfast, so I'm sort of fighting not to burp and stuff like that. But anyway, carrying on. We're moving forwards and we are having a outlook on an upcoming battle here. We're going to be facing off with Dario, the stun-locking bastard of doom. We'll see how that goes. I don't hold it. I'm not holding any bets or anything yet, just yet, but we'll see. Beyond this, I forgot to mention, I didn't record the Arcane Sanctuary. We've already been there. And there was a very special reason for that. It wasn't technical difficulty or anything like that. It was just that it was plain boring. I hate to say that because I bet there's a lot of people who love the Arcane Sanctuary, but I don't love it. I thought it was repetitive. I thought that it was... It didn't have new things in such a manner that it was enough to compensate. And let that be as a standing evidence that I intend to have for all purposes of this Let's Play. Like, I double check all my content and I try to make sure that it's something I would at least myself watch and that it is fresh, at least. Because I'm not willing to be like, hey guys, this is part 50 and we're running through the same dungeon. Like, if I'm doing something, I want to cover a topic, I want to cover a special item, a build, I want to have something to talk about, and it should be relevant, you know? That's my goal for this, this playthrough at least. To have things to discuss, to iterate things about the game, what I like, what I don't. It's sort of like an ongoing review, I suppose, but still it is something that I play and I experience it, and as I experience it, I give it to you guys. So it's double dipping. It's double dipping. It's what it is, because you got the part with you got the part with the playing, and you got the part with the commentary and what I like about it and don't. So there you go. That's my ideas and my concepts for it. Anyways, I tried out earlier a hammered in build. I was discussing the possibility of that, what would happen with that if I would go for it, and having discussed that with a friend of mine, what the quote-unquote requirements are, or not requirements, just where it is plausible that you would sort of start going for it. That's sort of the idea, you know, that was being thrown around, and we came to the conclusion that even after trying it practically, because I could illustrate it right now as well, but I'm not going to, because I'm busy killing things. But it's just that it's too mana intensive. You need something that stops stun, Like, you need stun recovery or concentration, essentially. And you need to have mana return from some way. And higher skill levels. Like, currently it would do the same thing as Holy Fire does, but with more standing still, higher mana costs, and less opportunity to dodge things. So overall, just worse. But there are late game potentials for it. There are reasons why you would go for it. And the reasons are magic damage. Not elemental damage, magic damage. You heard me. It's pretty simple. Later on in difficulties, later on in Hell, Nightmare, whatever the fuck you're going for. There literally are only those difficulties. You get to face some new problems. You get to face immunities, and I've said that so many times now. I've said that all the time. But you can bypass that with magic damage builds. For example, Hammerden. And that's one of the pros for that build. That's one of the reasons you want to go that build, because it is sort of a bypass or solution to that, you know? Oh, yellow mace, I wonder what it does. I love picking up yellows because they usually have something cool to them. Holy shit! Well, it's not a bad mace, just adding so much bloody damage. Question is if... how much do I lose holy fire damage? I lose some holy fire damage, but... 291 to 421. Huh. So, it's a good mace, but the skill ups do more for me. Which saddens me. But what can you expect from a Holy Fire build currently? Like, it's something you shouldn't be crying over. Really I should be starting to put some into dexterity because I need some hit rating. I already got some attack rating from gear and stuff like that. At least I think I do. I might be completely lying about that. I got some attack rating. Yeah, at least from one part, and you can get that from other parts as well. But mainly, I think that I have high enough vitality and strength as is. I want to go more towards being able to hit things reliably. So yeah, we're you. Yeah, that's right. You die. You ugly fucking maggot. I hated that squealing sound. Sounded terrible. So there we go. The Staff of Kings at long last. God damn, that took a lot of time. Now we're just gonna have to clear out our inventory and stuff like that. We're gonna go to the Canyon of Magi. If I sound so frustrated with the fact that it took time and stuff like that, it's because I didn't like the fact that it grinded to such a halt suddenly just because of this happening. Like, I don't find that good. I don't find that iterative gameplay to have like, oh hey, you don't know where to go, haha. Then your gameplay stops. Like, an ARPG is supposed to be flowing. It's supposed to be going forward. It's supposed to be action, bam, 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 bam. It's not supposed to be, oh hey derp, I'll just go read on the wiki where I'm supposed to go, haha. I mean, any game where you have to read on a fucking wiki where you're supposed to go, that's bad design in my opinion. That's simply put, bad. But that, you know, I'm not gonna give this game too much shit. I'm going to point out its flaws, but I'm not saying it's bad. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying here. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, but I'm for real. Uh, the main issue, the main issue being that I need to point out the flaws. All right, I'm not going to be like one of those game journalists. As well. Not that I am a game journalist, but I'm not going to be like one of those guys who just says, "Well, you know, this game is so great, whatever." Not. No, I'm giving you guys an honest view of this. I'm telling you guys what honestly is and what honestly isn't with this. Like, what I think of it, and what I think is good, and what I don't think is good. Because the day I start to talk shit about a game in the ways of saying, well, this is good and I like it, and when I don't, like, that's my integrity gone. That's the entire concept of being honest. That you undermining your own integrity in such a way is not a clever idea. You know, that's not good for your health, so to speak, in any way. Like, it's just not clever. People start thinking, well, this guy just lies, or maybe he's bribed or something. You know, people aren't dumb. Like, people will call your bluffs. and it just isn't a clever thing to do. That's what I'm saying. It's just not clever. Anyway, we're moving on. Ow, my nose. It itches. We're gonna see here. What was the mark? Shit. I can't remember what the mark is. Oh, right, the symbol. There you go. I was like, what if I need to go through all the ones? I don't want to do that. But yeah, I had a bit of a retrospect earlier as well. I had a bit of retrospect what I liked about this. Um, this act and what I didn't like about it, what I thought was good, what I didn't. I think that the act is sort of varied, and I like that. I like that it's new areas, that you go through new things, that you see new things. Awesome, brilliant, good. Um, but bad things have started lurking up in this sort of act. Um, one of the things is the lack of any clear directive. Like I already said, going to a fucking wiki to know where you're going in a game because it's not clear. That's lack of direction. That's lack of directive. Now you could argue, well, that's exploration. That'd be all good and fine and all if Lost Farm wasn't a place meant to be something you do later on when you have already completed Hell or something akin. Like, those areas were really difficult and I legitimately died to that. I just tried to beat that thinking that's the place I have to go, and then I started thinking about it and I came to the conclusion, no, I don't have to go there. So what I'm saying is, like, there needs to be... They could have done that differently. They could have done iteratives differently, like, or I mean, directions differently. They could just tell you where to go. Now, whether that's a problem with the quest log not being able to be updated or whatever, not, I don't know. It's a strong possibility that that is. I don't know personally. But beyond that, we also have some incentives that I really like. I like the fact that we got the whole fact of Lost Farm and the incentive of having a place to go after Hell, and the cow level being also redone so that you can just resummon the Cow King once you've killed him. Like, that's all good things in my opinion. That's things that really play into the game in a relevant way, because there are features, believe it or not, that are not relevant towards the game at all, like convenience and stuff like that. Those can be relevant, but things like that are just certain things that you can't skip in a game. Directive, story, gameplay, those are just things you are not going to get away from. Like, even a game that is a sandbox, i.e. not Diablo, still has like directive, still has or a lack thereof. It's still a concept you're struggling with. It's like freedom and restriction, but is there. Restriction is normally there to give you a sense of rules or ideas of where to go, and if the game doesn't have any like directives of such, then it's bad, because even the game telling you can do whatever you want, that's still sort of quote-unquote a restriction. It's telling you something. It's telling you go here, go wherever you want. But this game is literally not saying that. It's just available on the Wikipedia, or the wiki, which is saddening to me. Saddening to say the least. And yeah, we'll do like this. Put it in. Let's go to Dario. Cool effects. I'm really stunned still after all these years. I played Diablo when I was smaller as well, or younger, and like this game, the effects is still awesome in my opinion. We'll go straight in. So Crushing Blow, doing work here. Dario being Daryl being a very exciting fight, as you can see. Very many shock moments. Let's just get up some HP here. There we go. Just wanted to have some HP recovered before I go back in. Yeah, this should be... this is pretty given. Ancient Coupon Dirk. We got 2 of those now. I think. So that's cool. That we got like 2 in the like in the span of one minor run of Act 2. Hello, Tyrael. Blah blah blah.
I shall honor Tal Rasha's sacrifice by destroying all the prime evil.
All the primevals. Destroy all the primevals. Yes, exactly. But anyway, I like the fact that it sort of gave us the 2 coupons here on the end, because now we got, at least I think we got 2 of them. Yeah, there we got 1 as well. But they're different item levels. I wonder how that comes to be. Hmm, that's strange. Maybe it takes the middle ground of them. I don't know. We'll have to see when I can actually craft one. Uh, by probability that will happen sometime in the future, but I'm not too concerned. I'm still pretty content with this so far. Anyway guys, I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you very much for watching. My name has been Crazy Train. If you like my content, feel free to comment, rate and subscribe, or just hit me up with some comments, talk to me, whatever. I'll see you guys next time.